So if you thought Black & Decker was dead, this is kind of hard to believe, but they've actually just released new brushless tools for 2026. So are they making a comeback to compete against brands like Bauer at Harbor Freight? Well, that would be nice. Today I'm checking out their new impact driver and their new brushless drill as well to see how it compares to my older Black & Decker tools. As you can see, the new box design is pretty much the same as their last brushed version. So it's going to be a little confusing if you would see this in stores. I think they're mainly online at Walmart, Lowe's, and Amazon, but I'll leave a link down below with current pricing and more information. I think it was about $79 for the drill and about the same for the impact driver, maybe just a little more. These do come with a 2-year warranty, so definitely better than Bauer at Harbor Freight, but not as good as Hercules. Inside the box, you've got your typical stuff like paperwork. They also throw in some extra bits, which is always nice. The included charger looks pretty much like the older version, which I've got to say is pretty slow at charging. It looks like it is a little bit thicker wire now. One improvement if you have their older 20-volt batteries is these new gray versions actually have an indicator light showing how much battery is left. So a nice upgrade there. You'll also notice they now say brushless. They're on the back of the tools. The impact driver has a magnetic bit holder on the top. The drill has one towards the bottom. You now get a metal chuck on the new brushless drill versus plastic on the older one. So that's a nice upgrade as well. Another thing to keep in mind, if you see the new brushless drill, it looks almost identical to their most recent drill, the 382 DS1. Overall, they do feel like pretty nice quality. Nice rubber grip on the handle. Feels nice in the hand. Definitely feels like a nice step up from my older versions. And it only takes one hand to put the bit in on the impact driver now. The light is on the top of the impact driver and then towards the bottom on the drill. One difference on this one is it now has different speed settings down here by the battery. The new brushless versions are a little bit taller, but yet still pretty compact, not quite as long as the brushed versions. So there's pretty small differences here and there. But one thing I noticed right away is now it takes a little more effort to remove the battery on the brushless versions versus the older ones. In fact, if you look underneath, you'll see they deleted the little springs underneath. I'm sure it was only just to save a few pennies, but those springs actually make it, the Black & Decker tools, some of the easiest I've used. As far as removing the batteries, it just helps push the battery out without much effort. Now I feel like it's a little more of a struggle. I don't know, I just prefer the ones that have the springs. I guess technically you could take the springs off of an older tool and put it on the newer ones, but you'd have to take it all apart and void the warranty. So a little risky there. I did notice the lights on both the impact driver and the drill stay on for a while after releasing the trigger, so that's nice. The previous ones, you just had to keep pulling the trigger to get the light to come on. I didn't notice much of a difference between the new and old version when it comes to how loud they are at just over 80 decibels, but you can definitely feel the extra kick on the new brushless drill compared to my older versions. I tested out both of these just screwing in some 3-inch deck screws, and yeah, you can definitely feel the extra power compared to the older tools. I think you'll notice even more with the drill, but when using a 1-inch spade bit, my old drill barely made a dent in these soft treated 2x4s. Really the only one that I tested that you could use a 1-inch spade bit is the new brushless drill with the metal chuck. The newer plastic brushed version did okay, but my even older drills, yeah, they could barely do anything. Overall, I definitely think these seem worth getting over the older brushed versions. I think the only problem I can see here is there's a ton of competition out there now. You've got Bauer from Harbor Freight, which has a lot of different tools you can get with their platform. Probably the biggest competition to me is from their own sister company, Craftsman, where I've seen their 4-amp hour batteries on sale here recently for only $39 each. Even if you don't have any Craftsman tools, that's pretty tempting. And it just seems like Craftsman stuff is always on sale at even cheaper prices than the brands at Harbor Freight. So yeah, it's nice to see Black & Decker is back making new brushless tools in 2026, but I feel like they're gonna have to come out with a lot more tools to add to their lineup pretty quick here in order to compete with those other brands. I guess one good thing for them is you don't have to compete against Hart anymore from Walmart, which reminds me, now you've got Hyper Tough coming out with all these new tools as well. Unfortunately, this might be a little too late for Black & Decker, but I'll definitely be watching to see what happens.